is we have 5 children. Our middle boy is developmentally delayed, and his 2 younger brothers were able to race in the regular soapbox derby race. In fact, one of them, Mike, won the regional as a junior, went back to Akron. Timmy always wanted to race, but it wasn't something Timmy could do. And about 20 years ago or more, I heard that somebody back east had taken a junior car, which is a sit-down car like this, and made it double wide. So I thought, well, that's something I can do. So I took the kids' plans for the junior car one winter, and I made a double wide wooden car. We had a functional steering wheel on the left-hand side and a steering wheel that wasn't functioning on the right-hand side. And the soapbox derby races were still going on in the Issaquah or in the Seattle area. So what we would do is when the junior and senior division races were all finished for the day, we'd have some of the junior cars race the special kids, just as something for them to do. And they always won because they had the bigger car and the heavier car, and they won. And then got thinking about it, and I used to work for Puget Power, so I went to Puget Power, and I'd found that I could get some fiberglass shells, double wide side, and asked Puget if that would be something they'd be interested in sponsoring. And they said, yeah, they'd do that. We made a deal. They'd buy the shells, and I'd help them run the races. So we started doing that about 20 years ago. After Puget, 10, 12 years, they decided that that wasn't something that they wanted to continue doing. So I talked to one of the people in Puget and had them donated to a nonprofit organization here in Issaquah that my wife is president of. So I got a hold of the cars. And we had them for a year, and I was trying to figure out how I could get some volunteers to help me, because one person can't do it. And I happened to bump into Jack Berry, who belongs to the Rotary here, talked to Jack about it. He had me go to the Rotary, and we talked to the Rotary about it, and they said, yeah, that's something they wanted to do. And that was 6 years ago. And we started off with 12 kids, and the next year we went to 24, and we held at 24 for the following year, and that's when the Outback come on as far as providing the lunch for the kids. And then the Outback, after the 3rd year, says, let's go to 50 kids. So that's what we did. So we're up to about 50 kids. The other thing I want to mention is the support of the city. We've had tremendous support from the police department, from the Parks and Rec department. Mayor Freisinger has been here every year as a starter. Russell Joe, the councilman, has been here as a helper. I think every year. Fred Butler's been here. It's just been tremendous. It's non-competitive, and what we try to do is make sure that each of the special kids goes across the finish line first once during the day. So, you know, we try to watch, and after the first heat, we go winners against winners, losers against losers. And then if we find that one special kid hasn't crossed the finish line, and it's getting near the end of the race, one of us will stand behind the car that has to lose, and when they drop those pads, we hang onto an axle for just a fraction of a second, and the kid that has to win wins. A lot of them, it doesn't make any difference whether they won or lost, but we want to try to make sure that if it does, they understand they want to cross that finish line first. So, as you can see, you know, the kids with mental challenges and physical challenges. We've got one little girl here that's in a wheelchair. And as long as we can lift the kids out of a wheelchair, put them in, they can race. And you've seen the smiles. That's what makes it worthwhile.